going on, guys? Callsign Rice here, back again for another video. So this video is going to be basically a rough cut of how Anthony and I prepare for games before we go out onto the field. They're basically rough warm-up drills for weapon fundamentals and handling. Unfortunately, we did film an intro. However, the intro was extremely out of focus due to our cameraman not formatting the camera correctly before we started. So doing a quick overview here with the video. There will not be a lot of edits and a lot of cuts. We're trying to keep this as rough as possible, and these are basic weapon fundamentaling skills that we use and warm-up drills that we do before we get onto the field. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it.
All right, cool. So let's get started into it real quick. As you guys can see, we got a target about, I want to say, shoulder height, regular silhouette target. The camera guy wants to come around to the side. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking 5 shots each, starting from the low ready position to regular to high ready, and then obviously aimed in on target. We'll do that last, but
we don't have a shot timer. I just realized that would be
unfortunately we don't have a shot timer, but Anthony can call it 3, 2, 1 shoot, or shooter ready, fire. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw my ear pro on just so we don't get shot in the ear by accident.
Ricochets are never fun.
Yeah, not a good time. Alrighty, so obviously I don't have a sling, but Anthony, if you want to call it off, go low ready, 5 shots.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Go.
All right. I don't know where those hit. Let's go check it out.
You can see kind of see the dents. Like that's for me.
One.
No, that's
you.
me. That's
okay.
what I marked it. Yeah.
So I guess they're not penetrating, which is going to be kind of interesting.
Okay, let me see.
All right. So it's always good to make sure you're dialed in. Make sure you're zeroed. That's one thing I didn't do with this sight actually, because I just got this gun last night. I didn't get time to, but
okay.
Anthony, you want to go ahead and hit it off? Actually, you want to mark those?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to mark them up real quick just so we don't get our shots confused. All right, just while he's switching out his gear, I'm going to try practice my draws. So what I didn't go over is my sidearm. So this is a Safariland 6360, officially licensed by Safariland. You got a Ronin Tactics strap, gun strap on my thigh, and then Glock 17 Generation 4 with a TLR 1 Streamlight. So we're going to go off the draw and see what we can do. So it's a little bit tight. I haven't gotten time to loosen it up.
If we weren't using our phones for voice memos, there's a shot timer I have on my phone that you can use that's actually pretty good.
Too bad we don't have external mics.
True.
All right, ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. All right, so first shot went wide, left. Let's go check it out. So I shot 5 shots from the holster. Basically all A-zone. You have your Sharpie?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. All right, so you got it here. It looks like first, 2, 3, 4. That's an alpha right there, and then 3 Bravos. No Charlies. One was just way out. I can actually hold on to
if you want to hold on,
yeah.
That's fine.
All right, you want to do the same thing? 5 shots from the holster?
I'm up.
Yeah.
Turn my shit on so I can actually hear. All right, so I'm not using my mid-ride holster. I'm using one that's up actually on my hip. I just try and get some of the weight off of my leg when I'm playing in a non-milsim game. So I have a little bit of a different draw. I have to draw a little bit higher, but we're gonna see what happens.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Throw it to the side.
Shooter ready, go.
Oh. Yeah, the hop up. I have to fix the hop up on
Gotcha.
this. Oh well.
Alrighty.
That's
So what was
why
that,
we do this.
6?
Dry runs. I had to
think. Okay, that's all good. All right, so yeah, looks like they were mostly Bravo.
Yeah, it's low. I have to fix the hop up on these.
Okay. See, so this is exactly why we warm up, is to dial our guns in, make sure everything's zeroed, and check our bores and everything like that. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and dial in my sight. I'm gonna see approximately where I need to aim. Yeah, okay. I got it approximately good. So while he's fixing his gun, I'm going to talk a little bit about pistol grip. This is something that I've covered on my channel personally a couple of times. So when you're drawing from the holster, it depends on what kind of retention you have, right? So there's different levels of retention. Some are simply just tension holsters where you draw the gun and it will just release. But mine has two functions. It's an SLS, which is the strap that you push down, and then an ALS, which will lock in once you press the holster in by the ejection port, right? So there's going to be a switch on the holster on the inside. So when you put down the SLS, your thumb's automatically going to be on it. You push to the rear and your weapon's going to draw. So that's why Safariland is so high rated for law enforcement, and my personal choice for Airsoft. And I know things don't directly replicate from real steel to Airsoft, but just what I found to be sufficient for me. So I'm going to go ahead and draw from the holster. If you want to call it off, Anthony.
Alrighty. Shooter ready? Shoot.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got. So looks like one bounced off to the outside zone, off the left. We got one direct alpha to the head, and then two in Bravo zone right off from the alpha mid zone. So that was about 5 or 6 shots, I believe, not exactly sure. But again, 6, okay. So Airsoft BBs, they kind of do what they want to do. I'd say maybe wind's blowing about 5 or 6 miles an hour, maybe 7 or 8, I have no idea. But really depends on how you're gonna account for the wind. The first BB is kind of just a trial shot to see where it's going to go in the approximate zone that you can adjust from there. But so one drill that I wanted to go over today is really not shooting. It's mechanics and reloading. So what I'm going to do to set up this drill is I'm going to press check here. Yep, I got one in the chamber. So I'm going to go ahead and, I had 2 full mags. So empty mag, we got one in the chamber. What I really want to focus on here is the reloading, right? And it really depends on your choice, whether you want a tactical reload or an emergency reload, which is the slide lock. So again, one in the chamber, you got an empty magazine, slide's gonna lock back. And a lot of people say, oh, why are you practicing with 1 round in the chamber and an empty magazine? Why would you practice reloads and waste ammo when you have a full magazine, right? So I can get a ton of reps in versus having a full magazine and reloading only when that magazine is empty. So I'm gonna go ahead, go from low ready. Anthony's gonna call it off. I'm gonna go, slide's gonna lock, draw the mag, reload, and we'll go from there.
All right. Shooter ready?
Yep.
Shoot.
Okay. So,
Good ricochet.
all right. So with the reloads, as you guys saw, we can go through it slowly. Let me change my mag out real quick. Again, we got one in the chamber. Not gonna fire. So when that slide's gonna lock and reciprocate back, right? My automatic muscle memory is to drop my thumb, hit the slide release, mag's gonna come out by gravity. You don't need to flick it, force it, or do anything else. If you clean your mags and you properly handle your weapon, mag's gonna come out by itself. Draw your magazine from your waist or wherever you hold on your plate carrier, throw that mag in, slide's gonna automatically reciprocate back. My finger was a little bit high on the slide to avoid the trigger. That way it didn't lock forward fully, but let's run through that one more time. Anthony, then you can go ahead and hit that.
Yeah,
So,
I can't get my slide off. It's
it's not really about accuracy, it's more just reps. All right, ready?
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Shoot.
Okay. So, as you guys saw, there was a little bit of a hesitation with the slide. You know, that's just my gloves and my fingers being a little bit too high, and that's where we can go directly in the grip. So, I don't know about you, but when I go to draw, right, what I went over in one of my videos is when I'm drawing, I'm gonna flip around here. I'm gonna draw from a 90-degree angle. So I'm gonna come up, weapon's gonna come up to about mid-rib cage, drive out, and get into my shooting position. Now, it really depends on how you wanna shoot, but what I learned to be, not correct, but my preferred way to shoot is lock out the arms, not fully, but with a tiny bit of bend, like literally 1 degree, so you're just not fully locked and you're not rigid. I learned from Ronin Tactics from his videos, basically don't lock out the shoulders, all right? Relax your shoulders, don't muscle the gun, give it a good grip on the left hand. Now there's some bullshit out there where left hand 60, right hand 40, right? So what I want you to do, shake my hand, but have your pinky out, right? Pinky out, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull away. There's no grip. Now shake my hand with your pinky. There's no pull away.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with your grip, right? You want your pinky to be fully in. So when you draw from the weapon, is when you come up, your pinky's gonna be that first to wrap around the gun. That's gonna give you a high tang, reinforced grip. As you can see, if I'm gonna come close to the camera here, high tang, the little indent of my fingers right up to the muzzle of the gun on the tang, on the rear, right? So a lot of people, what I see when they first start playing Airsoft, it's very low. It's basically just keep a high tang grip, your support hands, whether you're lefty or righty, 3 bottom fingers, wrap around the bottom, basically support, bump your shoulders out, fire. Okay, go ahead, Anthony. So, I don't know if you want to hear.
Yeah, it's like mine. I have an extra mag. I reloaded. So mine's a little bit different because of the way my holster is set up. Because I'm running a holster that's on the hip, it requires me to have to draw at a higher angle. The other problem that I've run into is because of the stuff that is on my side, I actually have to pull out. It's not the most effective draw, but I don't have this built to be using my sidearm as much as he does. Oh, you're behind me. Okay. But that's not an excuse. I still need to be able to do this stuff when called for. So it's just one reload,
yep.
And then one, or
no.
I don't have. Yeah, I do actually. I can do one.
You want to use my empty magazine?
No, I have. This one's loaded. I can do one reload, so I'll shoot.
No, it's a slide lock reload.
Yeah, there's one in. It's one in the chamber. This is empty.
Got it. Yeah.
Reload.
Mm-hmm. So 1-1. Go. All right. So.
Yeah, mine's.
When we're reloading, yeah. So what I do is what I mainly see. I'm gonna take a mag out here. So when you're drawing from the waist, a lot of people sometimes don't have waist holsters. I know some people, beginner airsofters, don't really run a belt rig. But with us, when I draw my magazine, there's a reason it's called index, right? So you're wrapping your whole hand around the magazine. Your index finger is up on where the BBs are, right? So when you draw your weapon, your pinky is sort of down low to the trigger guard, and unless you have a flared mag well, right, it's gonna sort of get caught up. So that's why when you come in to reload, workspace, front area, broken arms, gun is in front of your eyes, so you're still seeing the target, but you're also seeing your weapon. Bring the magazine in, feed it in, boom, mag's in, seated, come back out to your shooting position. So once again, workspace, indexed, finger leads in, right? So when I train, a lot of things that are said is aim like your weapon is an extension of your hand, right? So when you aim, you're basically pointing with a rifle. So if I come out with my rifle and I'm getting a standard seat clamp, I got my finger out to the side of the weapon and I'm basically pointing to where I want to shoot. And once I have those sights aligned, I can shoot. Same thing with when you're leading something into another object, right? So boom, index, mag in, and good to go. I'll go ahead and give it one more try. I'll move into the rifle stuff. All right, shooter ready? Fire. It's all good.
No, I just completely missed everything.
See, that's exactly why we do this stuff. Mistakes happen. We're not going to cut out our mistakes. People mess up. You know, not everything's going to be perfect, but that's exactly why we go through these reps and we run them every single day or whenever we can, you know. But let's try it. Give it one more go. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm going to go from low ready instead of the holster.
Cool. Shooter ready? Fire.
Yeah, see, I'm so used to my slide going in every time. When my slide locks, I put my mag in, I index the mag fast enough to the point the slide actually just sends it home, which is probably a bad habit I shouldn't be used to. That's why I hesitated on the last one. I'm thinking my slide is already sent home. So again, that's exactly why we're out here, is just to practice and get the kinks out and just reps. The only way you get better at this is just constantly doing it over and over and over and over again. As you can see, I need to practice a lot more.
So quick tip, what I noticed is when you go to grab your magazine, your hand's kind of wrapped up like this, right? So when I draw, and it's a habit to get into, but you drop your hand literally on top of your magazine, wrap and index like that. That way you have a high index grip. Let's give it one more go. Ready?
Just gotta make sure I hit the target too.
Go. Good, that was a lot better. All right, let's go into the rifle stuff. So, 2 things that we're gonna do for a wrap up here.
Here's your mag back.
Appreciate it. So, there's gonna be speed reloads and then tactical reloads. Now, with when you're running a rifle, there's really 2 places that you can draw from. So, there's a vest rig and then there's a belt rig. I personally prefer from the belt. It's a lot faster. So, we're gonna just go quickly. It's 1 shot, mag out, onto the ground, mag in, see how fast and accurately we can do this without fucking our gun up. All right.
We're doing 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Shooter ready? Go.
Oh, mag was oriented the wrong way. Okay, so that's something with your gears. Whenever you're running, before you go out on the field, always make sure that your gears are oriented the right way. So when I pulled my mag out, it was facing the wrong way. It was facing in, so I basically had to flip it around on the go and orient it the correct way. So let's try that one more time.
Shooter ready? Go.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, so that's another thing is remembering what type of reload you're doing. It's kind of in between of a speed and tactical. Didn't know if I want to drop my mag or not. So another thing with these magazines, they're kind of tight with the Mark 18. They're made for Crytax. This is obviously an EMG and SEMA. So don't really match up well. You kind of got to pull them out and yank them. But I'm going to give it one more go and then we'll move on to tacticals.
Shooter ready? Go.
Okay, that was a lot better.
I got hit by both of those.
Sights were on target. At least I know I hit. All right. Go ahead and give it a shot.
So we're going from high ready or low ready?
I'll go low ready.
Okay.
Alrighty, shooter ready. Go.
Oh. I didn't take it off safe again. Which is a good habit that I'm into is when I'm transitioning and I'm reloading, I end up hitting safe. And I, of course, didn't end up hitting it on the follow-up shot, but again, that's why we do this.
Yeah, so what I noticed with both of us is when we draw our magazines, it's the same thing with our pistols, right? So we're kind of grabbing a high point grip on our magazines, and that way they're not that stable. So what I'm personally going to try to do more is try to index with my M4 magazines, and it's a little bit difficult depending on where you're drawing from your vest, but I'm going to also try that with my belt carrier. So I'm going to give it one more go, and then we'll move into the tactical.
The other thing that when it comes to stuff that I have set up is that on my belt, I have mag pull loops, and I'm trying to get into potentially trying to pull these out a little bit better. I have to also fix the retention on these because these are still really tight. But again, it's like, it depends completely. If you have these assists on here, you can kind of afford to use your finger to pull them out, but you have to then transition yourself. You're not going to get as much of a solid grip on the mag because you have this in the way. So I guess these are good and bad because it allows you to pull them out faster. You just don't have as sturdy of a grip when you're going to reload.
Alrighty.
All right. Shooter ready? Shoot.
Okay, that was pretty good. Enjoyed that. Threw the mag out. That works. All right, so I'm gonna give one quick example of a tactical reload. You know, there's nothing really too crazy about how these reloads manipulate. Basically, just grabbing the mag, throwing a new mag in, throwing it back in the pouch. Alrighty.
Shooter ready? Shoot.
Okay, yeah. A couple of BBs probably got fed in there wrong because I was throwing the mag in too quick. But go ahead and run that, see how that works out for you.
So other thing as well as when I'm playing is you have a dump pouch on your, right?
No, I don't run the dump pouch.
You take yours off?
No.
So I have a dump pouch that's actually rolled up onto the back. I don't use that anymore. It's kind of just on there for it doesn't really retain mags. I am fine with just dropping my mags on the ground and then shooting. I will then go back and pick them up after the engagement is over if I get hit or whatever, but I don't end up re-indexing them back into the plate carrier very often unless I have time. So that's just the difference, is that as soon as I go to reload, it's dropping on the ground, I'm pulling a new one, because that is not the priority to retain the mag, because I feel like it slows you down a little bit as well.
I just grab the magazine after I'm done with the engagement.
Yeah, so I'll pick mine up after the engagement is over. All right.
Ready? Shooter ready? Go!
Oh, my battery just died. No way. Oh, it's still there. Okay, we gotta retry that.
Alrighty, shooter ready? Go! Alright, so that's another thing with AGs. Unless you're running an HPA or some kind of GBBR loadout, you know, batteries are unreliable, right? They're going to die on you. They're going to give you fucking shit kickers like that out of nowhere. It's just something that you have to learn to deal with and try to get experience with. No one can predict it, but work through it as Anthony did. You know, he saw that he had a fault. Just work through the faults and
I literally heard it beep and I ignored it, not realizing, oh, hey, that's your low battery warning. So it means time I have to recharge these batteries.
Yeah, and usually what that happens, obviously switch to your secondary, but due to the condition of the drills that we were doing, in a real engagement, he would know, obviously, to switch off.
Yeah, battery's dead. Usually when it comes to this, because I have a gate Aster that's in this, so that is the MOSFET telling me that the battery is dying, and so you probably need to change it out. All that really takes is just to flip it quick, like you heard it beep again.
Yeah. So it's dead.
It's probably just warning me. Yeah, it's probably gonna have to be. I'll probably just stick to my pistol. Then.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah, just do one more reload and then we'll wrap up here. Give me a tactical. Shooter ready?
So, well, tactical is a re-index.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shooter ready? Go.
Yeah. See, it's not a habit to put them back in my thing. So I'm just I'll just dump them. So then in that situation, say if I've gotten hit or I have now time, I will then go down. I'll quickly pick these back up. I'll re-index them wherever I need to, because now I've assessed the situation that there is no real threat anymore. If I'm continuing in an engagement, if I'm pinned down, whatever, if I have time, I will then grab it. But most times I will pick them up well out into the future. I try not to get into the habit of leaving them on the field, like to when the game ends, because someone can very well steal them, take them, whatever, or I forget and misplace them. So.
Yeah. All right, so that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I do thank you guys for checking into this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you let us know in the comments. If you have any video suggestions, also let us know. If you guys did enjoy, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll see you on the field. Peace out.